Alright, today we're going to do section 2.6, dividing real numbers. Now let's, believe it or not, it's just as easy as multiplying real numbers. First we're going to start with the inverse property of multiplication. The fact that a times 1 over a is 1. So find the multiplicative inverses of numbers. So we're trying to find the number we need to multiply by to get to 1. So if we start with negative 1/5, we need to multiply by negative 5 in order to get to 1. And to show you that, negative 1/5 times negative 5 is positive 1. Negative 6/7 multiplicative inverse is negative 7/6. So that's what we would need to multiply by to get to 1. For C, that's negative 1/27, and D is negative 7/4. So the division rule. When we're trying to do A divided by B, we just need to do A times 1 over B. Because multiplying by 1 over whatever number we're dividing by is the same thing, it's just straight division. Sign of quotient, this is going to be the same rules that we had for multiplication. When we divide two numbers with the same signs, our answer is always going to be positive. And when we multiply or divide two numbers with the different signs, our answer is going to be negative. Okay, so now we're going to divide these real numbers. Negative 16 divided by 4. Some of these are going to be easy to just do in your head. 16 divided by 4 we know is 4, but if we're going to get to more difficult ones, it might be beneficial to show you what the multiplicative inverse would look like. We have to multiply by 1/4, which is still negative 4. When we're dividing by a fraction, we do, however, have to multiply by the multiplicative inverse because we don't divide by fractions. So negative 28 divided by negative 5/3 is actually times negative 3/5. Multiply that. This is 20 over 1, and 20 and 5 cancel. 20 ends up being a 4, and 4 times 3 is 12. Since they are the same sign, we are going to have a positive answer. Alright, I need to multiply by the inverse. The 3's cancel, and the 8 and 10 simplify to 4 and 5, so this is 5/4. Last one, negative 2/5, we need to multiply by the inverse, 1/18. 2 and the 18 cancel to 1 and 9, so that's negative 1/45. The table gives the daily minimum temperatures in Barrow, Alaska for the first 5 days in February of 2004. Find the mean daily minimum temperature. So to find the mean, we have to add everything up and divide by our number of numbers. So our minimum temperatures are negative 21, negative 29, negative 39, negative 39 again, and negative 22. Since we have 5 terms here, we need to divide that by 5. So we have to add up all of those negative numbers together first, and then divide by 5. Save a little bit of time. Adding all this up together, you're going to get negative 150. Negative 150 divided by 5 is negative 30. So our answer is negative 30 degrees Fahrenheit. It's our average. Okay, we're now going to simplify this expression. If we have 36x minus 24 all divided by 6, that's the same thing as 36x minus 24 all multiplied by 1/6. In which case we would use the distributive property, which we learned in section 2.5, to distribute that 1/6. And then we would multiply the terms. So 36x times 1/6 is 6x. 24 times 1/6 is 4. Part B, 2x minus 8 divided by negative 4, multiply by negative 1/4. 2x times negative 1/4 minus 8 times negative 1/4. 2x times negative 1/4 is negative 1/2 x, and negative 8 times negative 1/4 is positive 2. C, negative 6y plus 18 times 3, distribute that 3. Negative 6, 1/3, close one, multiplying by the inverse. Negative 6 times 1/3 is negative 2, and 18 times 1/3 is 6. Last one. Negative 1/5 for the multiplicative inverse. We distribute that negative 1/5. Negative 10z times negative 1/5 is 2z, and negative 20 times negative 1/5 is a positive 4. All right, that is dividing.